Welcome to Spurs Focus, your go-to spot for daily Tottenham news, transfers, and match updates. Don't forget to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button now. Let's dive into today's top story. End of an era at Spurs. Daniel Levy steps down after 25 years as Tottenham enters a bold new chapter with fresh leadership at the top. Tottenham Hotspur announces that Daniel Levy has today stepped down from his role as executive chairman after nearly 25 years. Tottenham Hotspur has been transformed over the last quarter of a century. It has played in European competitions in the last 18 of 20 seasons, becoming one of the world's most recognised football clubs, consistently investing in its academy, players and facilities, including a new world-class stadium and state-of-the-art training centre. The club has also competed regularly at the highest level, enjoying a number of fantastic on-field successes, including the recent Europa League Cup win. As part of its succession planning, the club has made a number of senior appointments in recent months. Vinay Venkatesham was hired as Chief Executive Officer, CEO, with Thomas Frank as our new men's head coach and Martin Ho as women's head coach. Peter Charrington joined the board and will step into the newly created role of non-executive chairman. This is all part of the club's ambition to ensure that it is set up to deliver long-term sporting success. Daniel Levy said, "I am incredibly proud of the work I have done together with the executive team and all our employees. We have built this club into a global heavyweight competing at the highest level. More than that, we have built a community. I was lucky enough to work with some of the greatest people in this sport, from the team at Lilywhites and Hotspur Way to all the players and managers over the years. I wish to thank all the fans that have supported me over the years. It hasn't always been an easy journey, but significant progress has been made. I will continue to support this club passionately." Peter Charrington, non-executive chairman, said, "I am very honoured to become non-executive chairman of this extraordinary club, and on behalf of the board, I would like to thank Daniel and his family for their commitment and loyalty to the club over so many years. This is a new era of leadership for the club, on and off the pitch. I do recognise there has been a lot of change in recent months as we put in place new foundations for the future. We are now fully focused on stability and empowering our talented people across the club, led by Vinay and his executive team. There are no changes to the ownership or shareholder structure of the club. Big moves brewing at Tottenham. Orlando City want Richarlison in a stunning MLS transfer, while ENIC pumps another £100 million into Spurs' future after takeover rumours swirl. MLS side Orlando City are targeting a move for Tottenham striker Richarlison next summer, according to Fabrizio Romano. It is claimed that the Orlando City board have presented their project to the Brazil international and want to meet with his agents in London. The club's director, Ricardo Moreira, has reportedly spoken to Richarlison's camp, but the 28-year-old remains a key player for Spurs. Richarlison, who joined Spurs from Everton in a £60 million deal in July 2022, has scored 3 Premier League goals this season. ENIC has invested a further £100 million into Tottenham Hotspur, the club have confirmed. British investment company ENIC, the club's majority shareholder, was founded by Joe Lewis and is now owned by the Lewis Family Trust. Peter Charrington, the club's non-executive chairman, said, "As I stated a few weeks ago, our focus is on stability and empowering the management team to deliver on the club's ambitions. I know the Lewis family are also ambitious for the future. Today's capital commitment reflects that ambition, and I would like to thank them for their ongoing support. We will continue to do all we can to ensure that Vinay Venkatesham, CEO, and his team are supported in the best way possible to take this club forward." The statement added that the additional capital is part of the Lewis family's ongoing commitment to the club and its future. A source close to the Lewis family said, "This is initial additional funding. As the club's management decides what's needed to deliver success, more money will be available. The Lewis family is committed to backing the club to be successful." There has been takeover speculation surrounding Spurs since Daniel Levy's departure after nearly 25 years as executive chairman. It was announced at the start of September that Spurs' majority owners ENIC had unequivocally rejected 2 expressions of interest in acquiring the North London club with one from a consortium of investors led by Dr. Roger Kennedy and Wing Fai Ng through Firehawk. Amanda Staveley's PCP International Finance immediately confirmed via the London Stock Exchange on September 8th that it did not intend to make an offer for Tottenham, and Firehawk followed suit a month later. On October 6th, a third prospective bidder confirmed they will not make an offer. Brooklyn Eric confirmed to the London Stock Exchange that he does not intend to bid for Tottenham. The former DJ led an American consortium that made an informal expression of interest, which was unequivocally rejected by the Spurs board on September 26th. Christian Romero drops a savage joke on his Argentina teammates Enzo Fernandez and Julian Alvarez, saying they don't contribute anything. Plus, Harry Kane's injury scare has England and Bayern on edge. Tottenham Hotspur defender Christian Romero has sent a cheeky yet brutal message to two of his Argentina teammates. The centre-back has joined up with his national team for the current international break. He is expected to be involved in the two friendly matches against Venezuela, Saturday 1 a.m. kickoff, and Puerto Rico, Tuesday 12 a.m. kickoff. Romero goes into the games having played every minute in the Premier League for Tottenham so far this season, including last weekend's 2-1 win over Leeds United. Joining up with Argentina has seen him reunited with some familiar faces from Premier League rivals. The defender shared a picture of himself alongside Chelsea's Enzo Fernandez and Atletico Madrid's Julian Alvarez from the Argentina camp. And alongside the picture, he added a caption that translates to, "Y'all don't contribute anything." He also added two laughing emojis with the comment, no doubt tongue-in-cheek, despite being a little savage. Like Romero, Fernandez has started every league game for his club so far this season. The midfielder played the full 90 minutes of Chelsea's 2-1 win over Liverpool last time out. Striker Alvarez has played in every league game for Atletico Madrid. In his 9 appearances in all competitions, he has scored 7 goals and provided 3 assists. Of the 3, Alvarez was the only one to feature in both Argentina games in the last international break last month. Fernandez missed the first game through suspension and was not included in the squad for the second match. Romero, meanwhile, played the full 90 minutes of the first game, but was not part of the squad for the second. All 3 will hope to contribute to the team in the 2 upcoming games as the team prepares to defend their World Cup. The priority for their clubs will be them coming back fit and healthy for the upcoming games. Romero missed last week's Champions League draw against Bodo/Glimt with an injury before making his return against Leeds. Spurs are next in action when they host Aston Villa on Sunday, 19th October, 2 p.m. kickoff. Chelsea, meanwhile, travel to take on Ange Postecoglou's Nottingham Forest on Saturday, the 18th of October, 12:30 kickoff. England may be without captain Harry Kane in their upcoming clash with Wales due to injury. The striker was called up as normal despite seemingly suffering an ankle knock when playing for Bayern Munich. The 32-year-old picked up the issue in last week's 3-0 win against Eintracht Frankfurt. He received medical treatment and was eventually replaced by on-loan Chelsea forward Nicholas Jackson. Late on. According to Sky Sports, Kane has subsequently not trained ahead of Wednesday's clash with Wales and might not play at Wembley. Kane is instead following an indoor routine alongside defender Jarell Quansah. The striker's injury comes amid glowing praise from boss Thomas Tuchel, who hailed the Bayern Munich star as the best striker around. Speaking to Sport Bild, he said, "He is undoubtedly the best striker of his generation. He's reached a new level and is now scoring 2 goals per game. He's in full flow. You can feel the confidence he carries Bayern Munich and the 3 Lions with ease on his shoulders. He's in top form and I'm glad to have him as captain." Kane has been in sensational form for both club and country this season. He already has 18 goals in just 10 appearances for Bayern, while he has also netted 5 goals in 6 appearances for his national team since the turn of the year. His absence potentially gives Tuchel some thinking to do when it comes to his starting Omikron. Ollie Watkins is the obvious candidate to replace him, albeit Tuchel could call upon Marcus Rashford, who has shown some promising form on loan with Barcelona. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich will hope that Kane is able to recover in time for their next game. The German champions take on fierce rivals Borussia Dortmund in their first game after the international break. Kane is not the only injury doubt that Tuchel has had to contend with. Chelsea star Reece James withdrew from international duty earlier this week and was replaced by Manchester City's Nico O'Reilly. England take on Wales on Thursday evening ahead of a World Cup qualifier against Latvia next week. Thomas Tuchel's side are currently in an excellent place to qualify for the tournament. They sit top of Group K, having won each of their opening 5 games. The Three Lions round off their qualification campaign in the November international break with games against Serbia and Albania. Tottenham defender Radu Dragusin is continuing his recovery from a ruptured ACL and has been pictured training in the gym with the Romanian national team, despite not being cleared for full international duty. Spurs advised against a call-up this month to avoid rushing his return, prioritising long-term fitness. Romania boss Mircea Lucescu had hoped to include the 23-year-old for friendlies and World Cup qualifiers, but respected the decision. Dragusin, who hasn't played since January, joined the squad in a supportive role and says he feels ready, but understands the need for patience. He expects to return stronger, praising Tottenham's medical team for their careful approach. Romania boss Mircea Lucescu wanted to select Dragusin for this month's camp. His side hosts Moldova, friendly, and Austria, World Cup qualification match, during the break. But he's since claimed Spurs made it clear they do not want to rush the 23-year-old's recovery following a lengthy layoff. Dragusin has been sidelined since late January, but the crux of his rehabilitation work has now been completed, though Tottenham's medical staff want to nail his return to avoid experiencing any potential setbacks. Interestingly, it appears the ex-Genoa man has in fact joined up with his international colleagues this week, even though he won't be available for their upcoming fixtures. Posting on their official Instagram account at Echipa Națională, Romania uploaded several pictures of Dragusin training in the gym, captioning the post, "The Dragon is back." Nearly returning from the long-term injury he suffered, Radu Dragusin came to Mogosławie to encourage his colleagues and for a workout in the gym. Generația de Suflet. Dragusin has not been part of the international fold since last November, when he played 68 minutes of a 4-1 victory over Cyprus. Providing his return goes as planned, there is a chance he might be available for selection next month. During his time in his homeland, Dragusin has been speaking about the process and also shed light on why he was unable to feature for his country this week, stating, "Mircea Lucescu wanted me back in the team, of course. I wanted to be together with my teammates again and to play for Romania. But on the other hand, I understood that a couple of weeks more, a month more of waiting will help me for the future. Of course, I think I'm already ready now, but in the long term, it will help me to have more stability and safety for a longer career. Tottenham is taking all measures to come back stronger than before. I tell you that I'm going to come back in better shape than I was before the injury and in a better position to continue my career." A CL is one of the worst injuries in football, if not the worst. You need a longer time to recover than most people imagine. You cannot doubt what the medical staff of Tottenham is doing, or the physiotherapists, or especially the surgeon who made the surgery. They have the best knowledge and the greatest experience.